Hey Capricorns, this is Hale for HES Ultimage, and this is your Spirit Tarot forecast for the month of September. Hey guys, I feel like it's been forever since I've talked to you, since I posted up July and August so close together, so it's good to see you all again. For personal readings, you can hit the link below to my website. It is hesultimage, like the channel.com. Not in that wording, just hesultimage.com, okay, guys? And there, it's personal readings, life coaching, spiritual coaching, which is like if you're developing spiritual gifts and you want some advice, I can do that too, as if it were life coaching, so, you know, I'm very versatile that way. Okay, guys, so debuting some new decks for you, and I like to mention when it's from some of my loved ones that I received the deck from. So I've got one deck from my mom here, the Flower Therapy deck, and one from my lifelong friend, Chuck, and that's the Legend of Tarot, which is based on Zelda, apparently, the game Zelda. So, okay, we're gonna get started now. Okay. Alright, give me a second, because we've got a lot of cards here. Yeah, I've got them so far strewn about, they're beyond the scope of this area in front of me. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, so first thing, this is a part of the orbit section, so we're going to find out the core energy, but this is already what's coming through. We've got laughter. Okay. Glare's really bright, but I hope you guys can see it there. Then we've got 6 of Bottles. And then King of, well, this is actually Knight of Pentacles. There we go. All these together, it's showing me the idea of reflecting upon times that brought you great joy or literally humor or happiness, because there's a wealth in that, and somehow it's going to be helping with one of the other central energies involved. This is part of what I call an orbit, which is one of the many techniques I use with cards. And it's revolving around another key energy of the month that's the highest of high energies of the month. Because I'm sure if you've watched me before, you know I do different trump cards and levels of trump cards. So it's like one energy kind of fits into the other. All right. Okay, next orbiting energy is Simplify Your Life and World Energy. Okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, sorry, I was channeling. Because this is playing exactly into what I was already saying. Simplify Your Life and pairing it with world energy, it's like remembering or thinking about simpler times in order to make things that much more light and breezy, I would say, for this month. Like, I think your outlook is playing into a strong role this month when it comes to how you perceive your life or how you're perceiving any kind of things that we're going through. Okay. Okay, alright. Okay, and the central one, it's weird because I actually really thought I was gonna see this. And I didn't even know why. It's Open Your Third Eye is the central of the high trumps. This means connecting to your intuition on a very strong and powerful level. Capricorns keep getting this message. Like, I know it's so unlike, you know, general things like astrology to consider Capricorns intuitive, but, you know, Capricorns do make some of the best leaders, executives, etc. I can say that because I have a lot of Capricorn. It's like completely unabashedly, just say that. But because of the fact that I think Capricorns are good at, you know, both using their mind but going with their gut too, and being able to make moves. But anyhow, this is the highest of the high energies. So, like, whatever holds the rest of what we're going to discuss about this month, because we've got tons more detail coming through. If you've seen my videos before, lots more detail coming through. Just the beginning cards here, people. The top thing about it is that you're using your intuition and opening to your intuition or gut feelings or instincts. For Capricorns, it might be easier to hear the word instincts because it's, you know, instinct is intuition, and that's the thing that most people won't just, like, be very forthcoming about, is that the introduction to things like the third eye are your gut feelings, okay? All right, but that said, the way that you're going to be able to improve upon how you trust your intuition and other things like that. Again, it has to do with keeping a lighter disposition towards anything else that you're facing within the month, whether it's more intense because of your determination or more intense because it's challenging. We're going to find this stuff out now, okay? All right. Okay, next one is the trump below that, because we've got a few trumps in this particular reading. Okay, there we go. This is a powerful card, because I went through this deck and started to see, how I was going to be interpreting each specific card. If you've been seeing me or if you're just joining me, you should know this. I use multiple decks, and in each deck, one thing, let's say we've got 4 of Wands in one deck, 4 of Wands in another deck, means something entirely different for me. I'm a multi-deck user. All right. 5 of Bottles. This represents the energy of something that you desire or want, but feels far away or out of reach, okay? And I kind of figured there would be some challenge element, but this would be the challenge element. It's about any kind of aspirations or goals or things that you want to obtain that feel far away or out of reach or out of your grasp. But again, the idea is it's very desirable. Okay, and again, just reverting back to it, even though we'll touch on those details again more, but the idea is that your intuition or gut reactions and instincts will help guide you towards good actions and things, and we'll get more resulty type things a little bit later in the reading, because again, I've got lots of cards here, guys, and lots of detail. That's how I roll. All right, but again, the idea of keeping your feelings very light and bright, really, too, because again, we've got all those happy cards, and they're cards about, remembering the brighter side of things, remembering happier times too, because when you're really reaching for something, and this is very relevant to Capricorns, when you're really reaching for goals or you're very desiring of particular goals, it can be very turbulent inside because you want to achieve something so greatly or want to obtain something with such fervor and such determination. But sometimes we need to lighten up a little bit, and I can say that personally for myself too. This used to be a really big problem for me that I, in the past half year to a year have really improved upon, but okay. All right, trump below that is, okay, 7 of Bottles. Okay, all right, sorry, they're tying it together for me right now. 7 of Bottles has to do with decisions that you have to make and options that you have. Sorry, gonna flash that on over. There we go. And again, it's tied into the things that feel out of reach or the desires that you have to achieve or obtain. And so it's not going to be just one thing. There are going to be many things in the month of September that you go, I want that. I want to achieve that. I want to do that. I want to make this come true or a reality. I want to create. Okay, and it's interesting, actually, because Capricorns in August had the message about finding collaborators who would become more valuable eventually. This seems very, very likely tied in to that kind of scenario and energy, because again, this is about goals. It's about things that you want to achieve or obtain, in the month of September, but again, many things. It's not just one. All right, okay. Okay, give me a second. They're trying to find me a word here. Okay, and it's interesting because they connected the word I with truth, because this is the fun thing about the little affirmation cards. They just hone in on a particular word and they're like, screw the affirmation. Like, that's what happens when you're like a medium channeler. It's just whatever works. Tied together the word I and truth, and the idea was that it's like whatever it is that you like are desiring of, that's somehow connected to your higher truth or a higher truth of what you want to really achieve. So it's like compared to maybe other months where maybe you wanted something because it had to do with more of a status thing or more of how people would perceive you kind of a thing. This month it's about what you really want because you just want it and because it's a part of your identity. Okay, good. There we go. All right. Oh, okay. And then bringing these two back, they gave me the word simplify and energy, tying those together. So if you just simplify an energy together is like lightening your energy again, because that's kind of the whole point, is lightening up. So that way, you know, it's great to have a lot of goals and ambitions, but don't beat yourself up about it, because that's what tends to happen. I know this. And again, because with this card, it really is about what's out of reach. So again, remember, even if you have these like big goals this month, or obtain, you know, it's like picking up a quest in a video game, kind of. And there's certain games where you can pick up more than one quest at a time. Okay, there we go. You can pick up more than one quest at a time, and then you just like have this whole log, and you've got all these quests that you have running at the same time. That's what this month's gonna probably feel like. You're gonna feel like you have all these quests that you have to achieve and you have to do, but at the end of the day, you know, they have their own timeline, like just like in any other kind of like video game. And okay, you guys know how I love my analogies. Like in a video game, you don't have to solve each quest at the same time. You can take down one at a time, you know? So let that be part of what you think of when you're going through this. And again, it's because you've got to stay in a lighter energy when you are thinking about how you're going to go about tackling this stuff. I really think it's a lot more about aspiration this month than the literal. I don't think you're going to be tackling them all this month, is what I'm saying. This is the collecting of the quests, okay? That's what this month is about. Okay, cool. All right, give me a second because we've got more. Okay. We've also got family harmony and uplift your thoughts. Okay. Oh my god, okay. And again, guys, it's amazing how I get to use these cards, because that's the title of the cards, it's not the interpretation again. They picked out the word issues. Sorry. Just want to prove that that word's actually on the card. And then depression. And this is the first time I'm ever using these cards, people. I don't even know what's on the bottom of those. I get flashed into it. This was a part of the underlying energy, and it's funny because it was the underlying energy of the cycles that we talked about. Cycles being keeping your mind in a bright and happy place, kind of a deal, and a lighter place and a simpler place. And again, the idea of issues and depression, again, is the idea of being depressed over any kinds of, you know, yearnings to achieve and to, you know, yeah, achieve is really the roundup of it, or like, you know, achieve, obtain, etc. Because I know it's like, and especially with Capricorns, we always want more, 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 because that's what we're wired for. But you have to be able to be chill enough to go, okay, but I don't have to kill myself right now, and I don't have to get all down on myself because I can't achieve them all at the same time right now in September, okay? Because that's what it's about. It's about not being so hard on yourself when you can't obtain every single objective you pick up. There we go. All right, because you're, again, this month in September for Capricorns is all about picking up objectives, picking up goals. It's like you're just kind of like piling them onto yourself. Nothing wrong with that. The idea is you can't get upset if you can't, you know, apply your time and energy into every single one right away, okay? All right. Sweet. All right, you guys are gonna love reaping. Reaping is, you know, what you get if you follow through. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, and it's the Empress, and this one literally has to do about what you will physically manifest, okay? So you will be manifesting some actual fruits of your labor, or, sorry, mesh my words together there. I don't edit these videos. You know, I'm real here. It has to do with manifesting things to become an actual fruit of your labor, so that there's actually something to show for it, okay? Sorry, I'm gonna show that card again there, but that's what the Empress is in this one for me. But it means that you will produce results, okay? So don't even worry about that. But again, there's so many things that are out of your reach right now that you want to obtain, and so many quests that you want to, you know, put on your quest board or your quest log, that it's going to take a while to get them all. But know that you will be manifesting success from these, challenges, assuming that, you want to put in the effort to achieve them, but I'm sure you will. Yeah. But that's what it's about. September's really big on that. We've got more too. Yeah, okay, had to remember that. Okay, cool. Okay, reflection. Oh my god. Alright. And it's funny because I mentioned this already, and this is how they're using the card. 10 of rupees. See those hands being held? That was the focus. It's about partnership. It's about collaboration. So again, any collaborators obtained, most likely through August, I'm assuming, but any collaborations, that might have spurred from that, or collaborations you're going to make in September moving forward. Okay, gotta bring that forth that much more, because they were like, that's a big deal. Collaborations moving forward are also going to be important for you to be manifesting. But again, okay, sorry, I gotta really push that collaboration thing because they're making it a big deal, and I know Capricorns can be lone wolves because I know I am. Collaborations and collaborators are going to become incredibly important, so, like, really value those things, okay? Okay, sorry, and I have to, yeah. Okay, they're really pushing to me, seek out collaborators, okay? So continue to seek out collaborators, okay? I had to really push that one because they were like, it's not enough to value them, you need to be seeking even more collaborators in order to, okay, to literally obtain or achieve these quests. Because when they went through it and were giving it to me, they were like, done, 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 done. All right? So the collaborators are going to help you achieve your goals, okay? All right? And that's the whole point, because they keep showing me the hands holding, and they're like, this is the whole point, dude. So it's like, if you're trying to get it done alone, it's not going to work in September moving forward for, some of these projects that you won in September. Okay, cool. The projects that you... Okay, the quests that you obtain in September, you need collaborators to help obtain, achieve, succeed with them. So the ones you pick up in September are the ones that you need help with. Good. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Making sure. Sorry, I had to take a bonus for this. Oh, wow, okay. Alright, energy surrounding you. Wow, alright. Here we go. Energy surrounding you, and this is really interesting because they gave me this extra card as a bonus, and they took the word and. And the funny thing is, in this deck there are a lot of, like, people cards that to me represent types of people, which is highly irregular for me. Like, I'll read court cards like energies half the time. This deck has some very powerful people cards representing people with different types of personalities. These are people, okay? This one represents, sorry, getting you back here. I love that autofix. I just have to bring it back in. King of Bottles. Okay, King of Bottles is somebody who can mix artistry or aesthetic with logic, okay? So this is one valuable person for you, okay? And then there's this person, okay? This person is somebody who has great enthusiasm and is a dreamer. Give me a second. More of an artist, okay? All right, so the idea is there are going to be two people, okay? And specifically, these people are going to be, however they're going to contribute to your goals, you will figure out within your own means. But one person is the type of person who is very well balanced when it comes to their ability of aesthetic and perception with their logic. The other person is much more artistic and creative, And that's kind of their thing. So the other person isn't a logic-driven person or academic person. Perfect. Okay, because this is the other thing, guys. The King of Bottles, when I talk about that, joining of creativity or aesthetic with logic, it also represents somebody who has academic or professional or some sort of book smart background or hands-on background with whatever it is you need help with, tied with the passion to do it, okay? The other person is just incredibly passionate, okay? So the other person is kind of like, kind of like the type of person who has incredible natural gifts, but doesn't necessarily have any real, any literal hands-on experience or like classes under their belt. It's that kind of idea, okay? So this person is just more of a talent person, okay? And this person's a person with both passion or enthusiasm, but with a, like, again, a very grounded background in whatever it is with the quest you're trying to obtain. So these are two people to look for when it comes to your collaborators that you seek in this month and beyond, okay? Okay, yeah, sorry. And it's really, the focus is this month in particular, so really look for these collaborators this month. Okay, good. All right. Okay, next one is, wow, okay. Oh, are we focusing on that? Okay. All right. And 6 of rupees. And the focus on this one is the stars. Okay? So again, these are your high up aspirations, your dreams, wishes, etc. that are tied to the quests that you are picking up in September. Okay? So again, it's like there are a lot of things that you want to like dream up and achieve and everything, and they're all kind of in the air, but they're kind of sparkly and, you want to achieve them. It's kind of like the star card in this case, how I'm using this one. Okay? Okay, energy you're bringing. Oh my god. Here we go, guys. Look at the title. What does it say? Let go of anxiety. This is the energy we're bringing. What I have told you the entire reading. And it's important for you to know, I choose the cards by energy. I don't just shuffle and lay them out. This is channeled into me. It's like, okay, I have all these cards here. Okay, this is the card. Okay, this card goes here. Like, this is not arbitrary. Okay? I'm a channeler. Like, this is what I do. So yeah, here we go. Like, meanwhile, I've been telling you this the entire time, but here's your confirmation just in case you thought I was BSing you. Let go of anxiety. Okay? So, there you go, guys. Let me make sure I just have everything here. Yeah. Alright, I touched on everything. So again, letting go of anxiety, letting go of any kinds of stressors that you put on yourself when it comes to those many things that you want to achieve in September, or the many quests that you pick up that you go, oh, I need to finish these all today. No, you don't. You don't have to finish them all today, because that's going to drive you nuts. Okay? So again, the idea is allow others to be a source to rely on who will in turn help you achieve. And okay, to carry over our analogy, it's like your party in a video game where you have different people with different talents and skills who can help you achieve your objectives and, slay the monster and get the gold and all that good stuff. Okay, and remember, just to bring it back, one of these people is somebody who is incredibly talented and skilled, but not when it comes to a certification of any kind or any kind of work experience with the thing that you're trying to get help with. They're just incredibly talented and gifted, okay? The other person, again, is somebody who does have that kind of academic or work background along with the passion to carry it through, and these are the types of people you will seek in September, all right? But that said, best of luck to you. I'm sure it will be very exciting because I know how we like to put new aspirations and, goals upon our table. So that said, I wish you the best of luck. Again, keep things happy and light, keep your energy happy and light and your mind space happy and light this month, okay? That said, I do personal readings. If you want one, hit the link below or go to my website, hesultimage.com, and I will see you guys later.